Welcome to Cosmere Hot Takes episode 2. Today's topic is Vin a pick-me? Okay, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Psych! Don't touch me. Don't even think about it. I have seen this take parroted by several people, and their reasoning always drives me wild. So, we're gonna get into some facts here. Some things are just true. Some things are just true. You can have an opinion whichever way you want, but let's dig deeper, okay? We're gonna talk about Vin. Vin, this take is so bad. It's like, when you think deeper about her story, I think you'll see that that's kind of a really ridiculous thing to say, in my opinion. Point number 1. I saw someone in my comment section say that she thinks about dresses too much. The facts. Her mom killed her baby sister for reasons, okay? Mama's no longer in the picture, so Reen and Vin are jumping from town to city to town to city. They are not working plantations because Reen is having them jump from criminal underground to criminal underground. From town to town. As Vin is growing up, he is beating her every time she shows any sign of sensitivity and femininity. He is keeping her hair as short as possible and teaching her that if she ever were to express or explore her femininity, she could open herself up to some serious danger because there are scary and gross men everywhere, wherever they go. That is so fundamental to her character, and let's just go with that basis. Suddenly she gets swept up and chosen by these men who she has to learn to trust. She comes to trust them, and they ask her to impersonate a noblewoman. For the first time in Vin's life, she's not in a normal life at all. She is able to express herself as a woman. That is a huge moment in any young girl's life. The first time you get to really feel like a woman. That's a big deal. Imagine though, if you were a young girl who was told that if you ever acted like a young girl, you were gonna get, or worse, like potentially her brother abandons her, as far as she knows, and she is left with all these men, all of these fears surrounding it before she gets picked up by Kelsier and Dachshund. She gets picked up by Kelsier and Dachshund. She becomes a part of the crew, which, by the way, she personally believes that her only function anywhere is to be useful. And at the moment that she is no longer useful, boom, she's out. She's either on the street or she's dead, okay? Or traumatized further because it's a bunch of men. All of that being said, let's keep going. So she gets told that, hey, do you think for us you can pretend to be a noblewoman? And she's thinking, even if I have no idea how to present in a feminine way at all, because I've been deterred from it my entire life, I have to try to do this because if I'm not useful to them, they will get rid of me and then I will be alone again, or again, worse, right? So she decides to do it. She grows her hair out. She starts to eat proper meals, so she fills out a little bit. She starts to get to play with femininity, with makeup and everything, but also like not just with like skirts and t-shirts or blouses, with beautiful noble women's dresses, like works of art compared to anything she has ever touched or been able to wear before. So she is put off by it at first. That's a huge like moment, I think, that we're forgetting, is that she's put off by it at first. She puts them on, and the moment she starts to like enjoy it, she starts to shame herself for enjoying it. She sees like that it's frivolous, that femininity and sensitivity and softness in that way, it's frivolous because you need to stay hard and you need to stay closed off from the world and eyes straight forward, taking care of yourself because everyone's gonna abandon you. So that is not conducive to softness. We know from very early on that she used to cry, sob when they would leave every town that her and Reen left because she got attached to the people there. At her core, she's very soft and sensitive, and it has been literally beaten out of her. Hero of Ages spoilers starting now. One of the most fundamental, important, huge parts of her character journey is coming to terms with the fact that she is just as much the cold hard, badass killer, mega protector watchdog who is so good at the dangerous, scary things, outspoken, brash, confident in herself by the end of the books, and very, very, sure of her skill. She can be those things. She can be dangerous, but she can also be those things, the intensity, the passion, the anger, the rage, whatever, all of those parts of her that are more masculine in nature. She can be that. That is a part of her. But while her and Elend are at Yeoman's Ball in Fadrak City, she has a moment where she's in her dress. She's an empress, by the way. She's in her dress. She's walking around. She's talking to these women, and she realizes there never was a Valette because it was always me. I am a woman. I can be feminine and soft and beautiful and personable and charming and graceful. That is also me. And that you can be all of those things at the same time. And accepting that and moving forward. Like that is, if she didn't have that realization, by the end of Hero of Ages, then there would be a huge hole in her story, because that was present in every book, that was present in every moment. She did think about dresses a lot, but it wasn't dresses. Like, she wasn't being materialistic about it. She was thinking about her fear of expressing herself in a feminine way and accepting that softness is also part of her. She was intimidated by it, and that's part of why she has an issue with Alrianne when she first meets her. So to then say that she's a pick-me because she gets dressed up in dresses and that they're just forcing her to be feminine and to be a woman because they're uncomfortable by her masculine ways, because I've seen that take too. Are you missing the point? She's a spy. They're not trying to force her into this box. They don't care if she wears dresses when she's not acting as a spy. Please. Let's also not forget that when the book starts, she's 16 going on 17. She's 17 by the end of the first book. So she's 16 going on 17. She's a kid. She's a teenage girl. She develops a crush for the first time in her life. Oh my God. So when you were 16 or 17, you weren't at all having crushes? At all? I mean, that's in some people's cases, sure. But let's all acknowledge that is not the majority. I think we've all been teenagers once. So why do we not have grace for these characters when they do things like that? In some cases in the Cosmere, age is not an excuse for some of the actions and decisions that are made. Some things are just common sense and people should know better. In this case, I think maybe you need to read the books again. If you think that you need to read the books again with an open heart, that has kindness in it. That was my talk. Welcome to Cosmere Hot Takes, episode 2. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to hear your opinions on this conversation. Obviously, I feel very strongly about it.